And the rattlesnake trophy. Have a look at this. Here's your rattlesnake, and if you, well,
You went backwards.
so you need to go the other way.
Let's do this.
Oh, okay.
You ready?
Yes. There we go. Oh, look, I see the live rattlesnake in there. Oh, he's coming. Thank
Did I
you.
go fast enough?
Oops. Here's a lovely lady. Sorry about your name.
Billy Mitchell.
Billy Mitchell.
Mhm.
This is beautiful lady, and whoever you are, wherever you are, if you're crossing here at Bridgeport, absolutely come and meet this amazing lady who's got wealth of knowledge that will take you through here with gracious care and patience, and that's exactly what this lady did.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful, and have a beautiful
That's Dakotas and Wyoming.
wow, American eagle just here, I suppose, and that's a true bird, and it's
Yes,
been
those are true birds.
been
That's actually the golden eagle.
wow.
And then it sticks.
Thanks to this beautiful lady here, the gramophone is still going with a couple of spindles on there.
This was
Amazing.
produced about 9.
Here we are. This is the true history. And by the way, folk, if you look at the crest on here, the Columbia, and most importantly, look at the manufactured location. The key to our quality and our assurance, and this is what we need to rethink about. Producing goods to last. You know, these things have been manufactured some 100 years or so, or just touching 100 years, in fact, 1920. Still functioning. That means they were built to last. Even the records were, if you look at the thickness, is about a couple of, I would say about 5 centimeters or in thickness. And they still do play your classics. Yes.
A little scratchy.
Yeah. Wow, look at this little corner. It has so much character. It's sort of like a stagecoach frontage, actually, and it's used as technique. And of course it is, isn't it? And the stagecoach drivers.
It's a little smaller than the actual stagecoach.
Sure, because I've actually seen the stagecoaches up in Fargo, which is out
yes.
in North Dakota. Oh wow, look at this glove box, and look at all the articles, the tools that was used in the old days, the bearings. Look at the size of these bearings of a stagecoach wheel, and and these are the collars that would have gone around the horses just to keep so they won't be marked, and the weight of the stagecoach boom would be balanced out.
Flags from our nation.
Sure.
We have one that only has 45 stars,
Oh, just before.
one with 43 stars,
43.
and of course they were used until 1908.
Yeah,
And then
so
of course we have
Alaska wasn't there yet.
Alaska and Hawaii kind of
Right, yes.
mess things up.
Wow, look at these military uniforms that were being used during the several wars that unfortunately having to face for our freedoms, and I hope we all come together to realize the fallen and respect the fallen, and be mindful of our conduct wherever we are, and respect for the fallen. Thank you. Here is a comb that would normally go on a fire to heat up the little the what do you call it, the comb portion of it, and conscious about how much heat you would actually apply to before it can be used over your hair, and possibly ladies must have kept on brushing, and depend on the density of the smell, or the sort of the arid smell, I would say. Burning hair. Thank you. Wonderful.
It's from his office. He also owned the first automobile in town.
Huh.
The townspeople had purchased it and donated and given it to him, so he could run around. And up there's a photograph of him with his car,
just
and
here
his
in
wife is out there.
1908. There we are, the first automobile of the of this region of Nebraska, the corner of western Nebraska. Here we are.
We don't have a meat grinder in here. I need to bring that in. I use them. I use those, but my
Dairy
friend,
farmers.
my 90-year-old friend and I couldn't remember how to put it all together because it's got all these little pieces that go in.
These are amazing. This is how we came to our cheeses and our milk products and our butter and how the milk was further processed into different tastes for us to entertain ourselves for luxury.
Over there is the first
Amazing.
newspaper press. And
Out
those-
here though, is
out
that
here?
yes.
For our
Sure.
town.
Oh.
And some artists there. Here we have the little crate that the pioneers brought their chickens in their wagons with, and I even found some little chickens to put in there. Some of our old farm equipment.
Flowers, and I have seen some of these equipment still being used in fields of Japan, not Japan, and China and
Mhm.
Vietnam, and
Mhm.
the
Oh,
old
absolutely.
techniques are still in
Absolutely.
application. You know, it's amazing. This is absolutely
this is-
a place to visit. Oh, let's just go off my head. Yes.
It's not
Yes,
on there.
'cause they use that for keeping the fire flow, you know,
Right.
and
Baff-
regulated.
the billows.
Billows,
Baffles,
yes.
baffles, billows.
That's another name.
Yeah, so we had those down there. Each one of
Contraption
those,
for
they would hang around a cow's neck to keep her from going through the fences.
all the fences.
Mhm. And they're heavy, and they'd get hung up on the fence, I guess, and not go through. And another an old seed planter there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have a sampling of typewriters and adding
Shocking
machines.
hasps.
Extinguishers. And then,
These typewriters, I was out at Porcupine and I went to see one of the trading posts. They still had 3 of these, even older versions of it.
I had the children were using this one.
Okay.
This one
And
is
they're still
this one
okay
is rather.
in certain
Mhm.
parts of the world, and especially at railway stations. And
Before dial phones, I
Yes.
think.
Wow. And this would have been the first mobile phone mounted
Correct.
in a car, right?
Mhm.
And yes.
Oh no.
My goodness.
This is a sheep shearing.
Shearing.
And
See these sheep shearing tools that have been used, and it's from the 1800s, and these ones are slightly advanced versions of it. And there would have been pneumatic, I would say, or the hydraulics been applied to move the moving parts of these shears. Well,
because
of
if you
course.
lift that, that's heavy.
Itself,
You know,
yes.
so it's pretty good on
Wow,
that.
horn clipper.
Dehorner
Dehorner. Wow.
was used here in our general merchandise store for many years.
And those would have been all the records of petty cash notes.
Well,
and
the drawers for your
drawers
cashiers,
cashiers.
and then they had file drawers down here and supplies and things like that.
Wow. You got the cashier A, B, C, so you're going to have about, what, K? Wow.
A few extra ones.
Yes. The National Cash Register here. Where are we today? We just touch and go. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Roller skates from the old time. It's quite heavy itself compared to what you got today. You can wear some sneakers and there'll be rollers coming out for you. Quite similar to rapeseed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very much close to rapeseed
Right.
family, I
Right.
presume. Okay. Nebraska's national flower. What did you call it?
State flower.
State flower. And what was the name of it?
Goldenrod.
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 Rud.
R-O-D.
R-U-D.
Mhm.
Irish. Because most of this part of the world was Scandinavian or
We had a lot of Germans,
Germans.
Greeks,
Okay.
but my ancestors were English and Irish.
Beautiful. They're the ancestral parents of this beautiful lady who's been very generous in taking me through the entire, with great patience, the entire museum here. And
It's
I
fun.
thank you very much.
Well,
And
and
there's so
thank
much
you.
that I learned that I've seen majority of the articles, but it's just that it's so connected to when you feel the old heritage of the world. And
I hope you'll come back and we
yes,
can go
I will
through,
pass on
we
some
can
of
watch
these.
some of
yes.
this. I mean, see more.